Welcome to XIO Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 177. The golden-colored flame was just like liquid as it slowly flowed around Xiao fingers. While it did so, the surrounding space formed some meandering spatial cracks following the outline of the flow. Xiao Yan's eyes stared intently at the golden-colored flame. The shock in his eyes was difficult to hide. It was not that he had never seen a heavenly flame, but this golden-colored flame in Xiao hands caused him to feel afraid for the first time. When this golden-colored flame appeared, even the glazed lotus heart flame within his body emitted a slight trembling noise. It was the first time Xiao Yan had witnessed such a situation in all these years. Xiao Yan could understand the meaning behind the slight trembling sound emitted by the glazed lotus heart flame. This was fear. By being able to cause the glazed lotus heart flame to feel so afraid, it was obvious that the golden-colored flame in Xiao hand was definitely not an ordinary heavenly flame. After all, the glazed lotus heart flame was the product from the merger of the green lotus core flame and the fallen heart flame. Although it was not ranked on the heavenly flame ranking, it should be able to enter the top 10 if one were to rank it. Even a heavenly flame of such an existence felt afraid because of Xiao golden-colored flame. Just how terrifying was this thing? On the heavenly flame ranking, there are only two types of flames with a golden color among the top 10 spots. One is the 9 quiet gold ancestral flame that is ranked 7th, and the other is the gold emperor incinerating heavenly flame that is ranked 4th. I wonder just which one of these flames is Xiao flame. Xiao Yan mused within his heart. Of course, he could not be completely certain. The heavenly flame ranking was a great authority. However, there were a countless number of mysterious items in this world. Many people believed that there were more heavenly flames than what was recorded on the heavenly flame ranking. Therefore, Xiao Yan could not be certain that the golden-colored flame Xiao was using was one of these two heavenly flames. The golden-colored flame flowed around Xiao's finger in an agile manner while her eyes slightly shifted. She looked at the experts from the Hall of Souls and Ice River Valley around. A faint smile was revealed on her elegant and alluring face. Attack! Gonda's group felt an uneasiness rising in their hearts the moment the golden-colored flame appeared. However, there was no reason for them to pull back now. Over a dozen people maneuvered their Do-Chi at the same time. After which, they transformed into many frightening Do-Chi pillars that launched at Xiao Yan and Xiao from all directions. That scene was indeed a little majestic and grand. Enormous Do-Chi pillars cut through the sky and instantly arrived. Xiao raised her hand gently, and her small mouth gently blew on the golden flame. Puff! The golden-colored flame suddenly swelled with the wind after Xiao blew on it, transforming into a golden-colored flame barrier that wrapped around both Xiao Yan and her. Chi chi chi! Many Do-Chi pillars ruthlessly smashed into this golden-colored flame barrier. Although they caused numerous ripples to appear, the attacks ultimately did not scatter the flame barrier. One could tell what kind of terrifying defensive strength this flame barrier possessed. The expressions of Gonda and the others changed a little when they saw their combined attacks easily blocked by Xiao. Before they could attack once again, however, Xiao slowly raised her head. A golden-colored flame flashed across her autumn water eyes. Go! Xiao pressed her finger against the empty air as she gently commanded. The surrounding golden-colored fire barrier immediately blasted apart after her voice sounded. It transformed into over a dozen firelights that emitted sizzling sounds. After which, they rocketed through the air. Within a flash, they appeared in front of Gonda's group. They hurriedly gathered their Do-Chi to put up defenses in their shock. Chi chi chi! The golden-colored firelight quietly shot into the vast, mighty Do-Chi defenses of Gonda's group. Before this group could sigh in relief, however, a slight, grug, sound quietly appeared. Immediately, an intense searing pain was emitted from their chest. The entire group slowly lowered their heads with much difficulty, only to see a half-finger large blood hole had unknowingly materialized in their chests. The surroundings of the bloody hole did not have the slightest hint of fresh blood. The flesh and the blood appeared as though they had completely ablated and disappeared. Gonda's group widened their mouths. Their eyes turned to the Do-Chi defensive wall in front of them. Immediately, their gazes focused on the holes in the wall. The Do-Chi defense that they had formed with much difficulty was just like paper to the light ray of fire. It was completely without any blocking ability. What is this flame? The life force within the bodies of the experts from the Hall of Souls and the Ice River Valley swiftly disappeared. Their bodies swayed and finally fell head first in front of the many stunned gazes below. The golden-colored firelight did not appear to be overly accurate. Hence, not everyone's hearts had been penetrated. Some of those who had luckily avoided being killed, like Gonda, did not even wait for Xiao to speak. They hurriedly withdrew with terrified faces. Only at this moment did they understand that this young, green-clothed lady was even more terrifying than the man beside her. After only one exchange, all the experts from the Hall of Souls and the Ice River Valley were either killed or injured. This scene caused the hearts of many to be covered with a chilly air. Just where did this demon lady come from? How could she be so frightening? Xiao slightly widened her small mouth after randomly defeating Gonda's group. After which, she swallowed the frightening, golden-colored flame into her body. She turned her head, saw Xiao Yan's stunned face, and involuntarily curled her lips into a gentle smile. "Oh, it seems that you have been walking ahead of me." Xiao Yan spoke with a bitter smile when he saw Xiao looking over. Originally, he had thought that his achievement was already quite great. However, after seeing her tactics today, he finally understood that there was always those who were stronger. Xiao Yan Gege cannot put it this way. Xiao relies on the bloodline of her ancestor, yet you have relied on your own strength to reach this stage. If we were to really compare, 10 Xiao cannot be compared with you. Xiao softly laughed. Xiao Yan felt a little better in his heart after hearing Xiao comforting words. He could only helplessly sigh when it came to these matters. He had no choice. Xiao was born with a better background. This cold chi formation should also be broken. Xiao only turned her head after seeing the surprised expression on Xiao Yan's face gradually disappearing. She looked at the cold chi that wrapped around the city. With a flick of her finger, a ray of golden light flashed out from its tip and disappeared. Soon after the ray of golden light disappeared, the energy of this entire place suddenly rippled. A moment later, numerous vast and mighty Do Chi pillars rushed in from outside of the cold chi barrier, forcefully tearing this barrier apart until it was filled with holes. Tons of cold vapors seeped out. The temperature of this place gradually returned to normal after this cold vapor seeped out. The cold fog also quietly disappeared. Numerous sounds of rushing wind appeared after the cold fog scattered. Immediately, many black figures appeared in front of Xiao in an orderly fashion and bowed to her. Xiao slightly nodded at these black figures that had appeared. She waved her hand and they once again transformed into numerous black figures that spread apart, scattering around the city and remaining alert for any sudden changes. Xiao Yan's eyes only returned after these black figures disappeared. His heart was shaken as he inhaled a deep breath of air. Was this the strength of the Gu clan? It was indeed terrifying. The shock in Xiao Yan's heart continued for a long period of time before it was finally interrupted by the energy explosions that suddenly sounded in the distant sky. His eyes followed the sound and could see Qinghai and Tian Shuangzi being defeated in the hands of that black-clothed, old man. Fighting alone against two people, yet still obtaining the upper hand. From this, one could tell just how terrifying the strength of this black-clothed, old man was. It seems that Xiao warning does indeed have a reason. From the attitude these people use for her, she likely possesses an extremely high position in the Gu clan. If I do not possess a strength that would cause this Gu clan to take me seriously, attempting to stay beside her would likely be utter nonsense. Xiao Yan slowly clenched his fist. With his current Dozong strength, he was far from the strength the Gu clan required to view him seriously. With Xiao Yan's current strength, he would have to use all of his abilities just to deal with an expert at the peak of the Dozong class. Therefore, he needed to raise his strength as quickly as possible. Attempting to increase his strength would mean that Xiao Yan had to find a new heavenly flame as soon as possible. There is less than a year's time until the start of the pill gathering. Moreover, there will be a complicated selection process. Hence, this timing will have to be brought forward. Xiao Yan gently exhaled a breath of air. In order to raise his strength as fast as possible, he needed to obtain the 3,000 burning flames of the pill tower. Xiao Yan once again raised his head after making up his mind. His eyes landed upon the battle between the white-haired, old man and Binghe. At this moment, the both of them were having an intense fight. Dark black lines repeatedly appeared in the empty space where the both of them had exchanged blows. The frightening energy ripples caused the hearts of a countless number of people to tremble. Bang! Two figures collided in a lightning-like manner in the sky. A loud, soul-stirring sound erupted. However, that white-haired, old man heartily laughed. His shriveled palms suddenly shot out a green crystal glow. Numerous mysterious hand seals were formed. He. Receive the sky-burying seal from this old me. Xiao Yan's brows were suddenly lifted when he heard the loud laugh of the white-haired man. Sky-burying seal? The fourth seal of the God Seal skill? Bing, he was also stunned because of the cry from the white-haired man. Sky-burying seal? This name was a little familiar. Sky-burying seal? God Seal skill. This thought swiftly flickered in Bing He's heart before his body suddenly trembled. An aghast expression was finally revealed. His eyes gathered on the green-colored figure in the distance. She is actually a member of the GU clan?